Hello. It's been a while, I know. It's been honestly way too long since the last time I've streamed. But let's go. Here we go. Gonna actually be wrapping up this 3.1 story that it's been like way too long since I've done. Let's see. What's going on in the story? Okay. And yes, I very quickly got up to that level after I guess, yeah. So bid farewell to Aglaya. Okay. So I'm supposed to go this way and go like this. Okay. That makes sense. I was trying to make sense of what it was saying. It's like, I don't think I've used him, but honestly it makes sense to put him in since it's supposed to be him running around. Yeah, I did that when I was, at one point when I was doing dailies. So is this, I thought that was maybe the point that would start the cutscene, but nope. Looks like this is, I actually have to go up and talk to her. Okay. Why did I read that as mayonnaise? You're here, mayonnaise. Okay. Yeah, that was kind of silly of me. Prepared for what? Oh, right. Now I'm remembering what all happened. Probably should have, instead of watching random other videos, I probably should have, like, skimmed through my last stream. One took the video of my last stream of this game. Kind of give myself a refresher. Would have been a good idea. But hey, live and learn. Furthermore, realized why this is so uncomfortable. Still haven't changed. I still haven't swapped my mouse pad back over from when my parents visited. I'm gonna do that really quick, so I actually have armrest. Most that I actually have like wrist support. I hide the one with wrist support when my parents are over because it's female character. Hers chest is the wrist support. So specifically Nia from Xenoblade. And it's like, okay, I don't need my parents seeing that. But it's definitely more comfortable with actual wrist support there. Hmm, interesting. Okay, just realized, oh, I should probably make sure that Twitch actually is showing it as live, because I have that out there. It'd be awkward and a problem if I had been like, if OBS thought I was streaming, but Twitch was like, what are you talking about? There's no data going over this way. I would, I would hate that. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. That's a solid plan. Hmm. Hmm. That is not what I would have expected reading this text here. Would have expected more of a heh heh, not a huh. That's a good question. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Excellent point. Oops, I just realized I might have been bumping the mic a little bit with my water. Makes sense. Mm. Mm-hmm. Agreed. Makes sense. Hmm. Okay. Okay. I don't know which way is which group of people. But I guess I'll find out if I go down. Oh, we're down there is probably Trailblaze. Right? Yeah. So this way is the optional. Cute little thingies. Should have messed with that so that I'd run a little faster. Oh well. Seems a little weird that we're running back this way, but whatever. Hasten. Oh yeah. Took me a second to remember that. Yep. Yeah. So that was how long ago was my stream? That was March 1st. Today's the 22nd. So that was like over 20 days ago. And I'm remembering quite a bit of it. That's pretty good. Sounds like a valid plan. Hmm. It's interesting the way enunciated. Or is that. No, not enunciated. Is that the word I'm looking for? The, the way she just. Um. Oh, come on. It's driving me crazy that I can't remember the word I'm looking for. But I feel like I'm pretty sure enunciated isn't the word I was going for. Um. This is seriously driving me mad. And I'm like just really stuck on trying to figure this out. Emphasized. There we go. The way she emphasized the word demigod. There. No, that's fit. It's this. It's just like just the way she like said, and I already forgot the word, but I don't care at this point. I figured it out once. And the way he just said demigod like that. Hmm. Aquila. Aquila. Yes. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Just oh. Oh, I don't know if you could hear that, but because I like heard and like felt it all the way up through my body, but my hip just popped. Wow. It's like I could just like I could feel that pop, like just felt like it just like very briefly just traveling all the way up through my body, and I heard it in my ears as I felt the sensation pass through my ears, which is, I guess that makes sense. Oh, that's cool. Ah, running along this way for the others. The other optional ones. And heading on down. Down, 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 down. And now they're both... Okay. Alright. That's taking a little longer than I needed to, I'd say, but sure. Why is... Oh, this thing for the story, I can give you that door. That's what was going on. Whatever. I'm sure there's another one nearby-ish. Here we go. There we go. Going faster now. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, that was... Oh. Oh, that was arguably one of the most violent sneezes I've had so far. It almost threw my headset off of my head. It's like trying to hold it back to not sneeze loudly into people's ears. Figured no one needs to hear the sound of a loud sneeze right in their ears. Mm. Mm. It's interesting. Hmm. Interesting. Mm. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Oh my goodness, I just realized you haven't been able to hear the stupid freaking thing. There we go. Now you can heal stuff. Wow. Wish I had realized that sooner. I hate that the audio thing, I have to like switch to a different window and then switch back. But, ah well. At least I realized it at some point.
Work harder, Castorus. Go and do what you have to do, so that the trials we have endured may have meaning.
I will, Lord Mighty. May we reunite on the other side, where the warm west wind blows.
Warm west wind. Triple W's. Alright. One last interaction. That was a weird noise in my right ear. I don't even know what that was. Beyond just something that sounded vaguely like whoom. And it's like, what? Like, seriously baffled as to what on earth I heard, but... It's like, well, it was a sound. Oh, yes. It's a really fun mechanic. There's the sound, and I was like, I'm just going to run on and do this. Not get distracted by that sound.
The king of
That was too
Kremnos,
much.
without the signet ring, but looking more like a king now.
I'm no longer the king, Grand Craftsman.
Matters not the title. Surpass all former kings your achievements have.
I will honor your trust and liberate the world from the clutches of fear.
Liberate the world.
Nevertheless, I must request that you continue to watch over Phainon, Cartonis. I have a feeling that his fate will weigh heavier than all of ours combined.
Hang on. Phainon. Oh, right, Phainon, that guy.
Keep Phainon in mind, I will. Return to your home, brave king. Together with everyone, I shall remain here. That thunder from Castrum Kremnos, we wait to hear.
Okay, if they were trying to rhyme for it, it's kind of weird because, okay, it is two separate, it is technically two different words, but also it's here and here. Oh, hey, I never noticed this guy before. Mountainfly. That's strange. How come those big guys aren't worried about getting burned? Seems like I haven't done enough heat resistance training. I need to go all out. Don't go into the actual flames. That would be a bad idea. If you're already struggling with that little thing, that big thing would probably be really bad. Just like it would probably be really painful to step on that. Oh, I just noticed this treasure chest. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna skip travel. Yep, I was right in thinking that they're up here. Skip traveling up to here. Because why not? But because I can, I'm gonna do this first. I don't know why, I just felt like it. It feels really weird to walk up to Trailblazer. Like, walking up to, like, Down Hug? Okay, yeah, sure. Feels normal. But walking up to Trailblazer feels weird. Mighty.
Outlanders? No. Trailblazers. I will soon make my way to Castrum Kremnos. If all goes according to plan, this may be our final meeting. I just want to let you know that I appreciate everything you have done for Amphorius.
Okay. Reflecting on the past and moving forward to the future. A challenge I've faced as well. Though we never had a chance for a deep conversation, after all we've experienced together, you are also an ally of the Trailblaze, Mighty.
That means a lot to me. May success accompany your trailblazing wherever it leads. How about you let me guess what's on your mind?
Something inspiring, something sentimental, or something nonsensical. Yeah.
Are you gonna say something insane again, Trailblazer?
Okay, why did that sound like Kronk from Emperor's New Groove? What are we going to do without you? Just smile if you don't know how to respond.
Now that I bear the divine within me, I can get the vague feeling that you have a great significance for the future of Amphorius. With this departure, I fear that I will never again return. Can I entrust you both to watch my back And to continue supporting the Flame Chase journey in my absence?
Rest assured, we will do everything we can.
You have my gratitude. Then, farewell.
Hold on.
Yes?
Let's at least snap a photo together to capture this moment, shall we?
Sure, let's do it.
Who the hell is taking this picture? It's able to walk. Could take the picture awkwardly like this. Let's put that building. Let's make sure that battle thing's in the background properly. Okay, let's not have the thing. Let's not have it look like things are growing out of people's heads. Okay, there. It's just driving me crazy. It's like, step slightly this way. Looks like it's growing out of Mighty's head. This way. Down Hong's head, and it's just like, that's not helpful. There. Like, I'm not necessarily going to keep it, but I still just... What happens if I click edit? I've never done that before. Ah. That's cool. Can understand why that was defaulted to 50 instead of 100. Wow, that's way too far. You may want to go a little farther than where it's set. Huh. Interesting. Ooh. It's interesting. Okay, and there's a few others. Huh. Girl power. Trying to figure out exactly what's happening here. It's a little tricky for me to figure out exactly what I'm seeing happen, but it's kind of interesting. Okay, that's cool, and I've never messed with that before. But I'm not actually going to save the picture anyway. Looks pretty good. What do you think, Mighty?
Well, feels peculiar, I suppose. I'm not talking about your photographic skills. It's just that I rarely take photos.
That's fair.
But this one, it's pretty good.
Okay. Glad you like it. Never failed to impress. I'm glad you like it. Make sure not to leave any regrets behind.
I wish the same for you during your time in Amphorius.
I thought we already talked to... Oh, wait, no, Finon. Wow, how did I get Finon and Lady Aglaya mixed up? That... I don't think either of them would appreciate hate hearing that. It's like, probably be like, how? How did you get the two of us confused? Because, I mean, you gotta admit, reading them had long been extinguished, but with your help it is reignited. This team reflects a soft aura as if returning to the most prosperous days of the past. Interesting. Took a moment to load there, I guess. I mean, that is literally what it is. It's just a loading transition. Oh. If I'd known that, I might have warped out of there. There. Whatever. Okay. Alright. Let's go. actually really cool. Okay, yeah, it's the same every time. For a second I thought it was different. So I just had to do it a couple times to make sure. Oh, what's going on here?
The prince is here! Run!
Andriskos?
Hold on! Lord Midamos isn't the prince anymore. He's now the guardian of Amphorius!
What's going on?
Oh, right. I was like, what? What is that? It's like, right. It's a little warp thing to go up to there.
We salute the guardian of Amphorius.
Oh. Wow. A whole group of people, it looks
May
like.
triumph
gathered
always
here.
be yours.
Okay, was not expecting to hear that.
It's been a while, Guardian.
Oh, that's cool. One more space anchor. So now I've got all of these. Cool.
I should have known you were the mastermind behind this.
Hey, don't go pointing fingers without cause. I swear I'm innocent this time.
This time.
See those kids over there? They're the ones who brought everyone together.
I admit, that took me by surprise.
Were you seriously just going to sneak off without a word with me?
Well, I was actually on my way to bid farewell to you, but ended up running into this.
Oh, that's quite an honor, I suppose. We better not leave them waiting too long, don't you think?
The road to Castrum Kremnos from here is long. Perhaps it wouldn't be a bad idea to take a moment and etch their faces in my memory one last time.
Okay, he's like running along.
I think I see more than just the Kremnoans here.
You're now the guardian of Amphorius, after I'm thinking maybe it's about time the god of strife gets a new name. How about the god of solidarity or preservation? Dong Hung mentioned that one to me.
Okay.
I recommend that you steer clear from any situation that calls for naming things.
I suppose strife still fits you better. All right. It's about time for us to part ways. Any final goodbyes you want to share? This might be your last chance. Why so quiet? I thought divinity would wash away some of your sentiments.
Half expecting the next slide to be something about like it's like I don't know why, but like my mind is saying like, oh, next line's going to be like there's no word for it blank in the Kremnoan language.
Do you truly feel as carefree as you seem? Or is this just a facade you wear?
Do that. It's a more reasonable of thing for them to say than that jokey thing that popped in my head.
You know what? You sound just like a Gly at this moment. But you're not off the mark. I just thought that putting on a nonchalant front for this occasion might help us preserve some dignity.
I can see through your deception, even without the power of mind reading.
Am I really that terrible at controlling my facial expressions?
Could be your body language too, you know.
Well, with that said, thank you for aiding me in defeating my archenemy, Midamos.
No need to thank me. This triumph brings no delight, nor does it signify closure. You understand that more than me.
Indeed. In the end, I still haven't unraveled the mystery behind that black-robed swordmaster. and I can't even ascertain their demise. Maybe I've never managed to cut off my destiny.
But that matters not. Pain may be cured, but scars remain. This should not be effaced. Even with the divine might of Ornyx, you cannot stop the past from leaving its marks in our blind spots.
Okay. I want to make sure I understand what you're saying there. Faced. Yeah, let's see. Erase a mark from a surface, or make oneself appear insignificant or inconspicuous. Interesting. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that kind of tracks to what I thought it meant. Just wanted to confirm.
Can you genuinely let go of everything as soon as that Swordmaster is dead? That's impossible. Revenge is merely an obligation that must be carried out, and no one can find mental fulfillment through it.
You're right.
Look forward. Chew up and swallow your past. And make sure emptiness and bitterness are not the only flavors you know. Remember that there is a whole world behind you waiting to be saved.
I will keep that in mind.
Okay. Why am I all of a sudden... I'm so confused why I'm like all of a sudden like smelling slash tasting like... I can't remember what it is, but it's something that I remember being like, oh yeah, that's like a delicious snack of some kind that I can't quite place. And it's annoying me that I both... One, it's like, why am I all of a sudden like smelling it slash a little bit tasting it? But then two, like, what is it that that the smell of just pop? It's like, what is it that I just started like smelling, or maybe I'm imagining smelling it. I don't know. Let's smell more.
I have a final favor to ask. Please look after the Kremnoan warriors in my absence. They will undoubtedly face challenges while assimilating into Akama. It is my sole regret that I cannot stand by them during this time.
Do not worry. Leave it to me. And, while I'm at it, I'm going to find out if the Kremnoan language is really missing that many words.
I knew he was going to say something like that.
The Kremnoan philosophy can never be encapsulated in a mere dictionary. But if there's a chance in the next life, you should come visit my library. I'll be on my way, Deliverer. Remember to stay alive till the final act.
Yes. Same goes for you. Don't die too easily. May triumph always be yours, Midamos.
Okay.
Oh, right. One last question.
Go ahead. You better not leave any regrets behind.
Are you the one who told Cartonis about the signet ring?
Well... who knows?
Let me guess. What's this?
Get up, my son.
You showed great courage in today's training. Let's wrap it up for now.
Yes, Mother. Mother, there's something I want to ask you.
What is it, Midamos?
Why must we learn to fight?
It is for glory and honor, my son. For Kremnoans, mastery of swords and spears is ingrained from birth. And the battlefield is our destined end.
Is that really
the way it is, Mother?
Was not expecting that.
What makes you say so?
Because you don't sound entirely sure.
You're right, Midamos. I once believed those words, without question. Until your father cast you into the Sea of Souls. It was at that moment I realized how everything I believed in was utterly hollow. Perhaps the spirit of Kremnos had once existed. But as greed bloomed in the hearts of humanity over the years, such spirit had long faded alongside our glory. I no longer put my faith in any oath or doctrine. Now I have just one role. That of your mother, Midamos. Your guardian.
That dream always ends there. The journey back to Castrum Kremnos is proving to be longer than expected. Krateros said that shortly after my fall into the sea. My mother challenged my father to a duel. She died through father's treachery, and I never saw her face. Yet each night she would show up, waiting by the flickering firelight. I always anticipated the sequel to that dream, believing she had more words of wisdom or guidance to offer. But now, I think I finally come to understand. That is all she wished to tell me. And now, I too am left with but one role. It is time for this journey to reach its end.
Whoa. Was not expecting that.
Look! Midamos is back! Glory belongs to you!
We've got fresh pomegranate juice. Want to try some?
Back.
We meet again, Your
Welcome back!
Okay then.
How was your training?
Ooh, say, come and check out what
You are
I
looking
just
well.
wrote.
Midamos! Did you just come back from training?
Defend you.
It's
I'm
been a
gonna
while.
beat you at the festival.
Welcome home, Midamos. Have you found something?
The son of Gorgo will be crowned in blood! The son of Gorgo will be crowned in blood!
Mother, I am home.
Year 4931 of the light calendar, month of balance, Nikador the strife titan Lance of Fury fell. Mighty Most King of Kremnos triumphed over the trial when the new god was born. The following day, the Kremnoan dynasty, which had lasted for 1,000 years, came to an end. presently at Akama.
We smell sunlight and the wind of Akama. This was your favorite spot, wasn't it, Trian?
Oh yeah.
Lady Trian, why did it have to end up like this?
Take it easy, Cass. Departure is a part of life. It's just that ours isn't as tumultuous as it is for ordinary folks. When we started our journey, Yanis had already provided their prophecy. Just like how that Titan divided themselves to create the countless passages in the world. It's only natural for us to follow the same path since we inherited their destiny.
If you don't mind, Treeby, are you still willing to unveil that past for us? The past regarding the prophecy?
What do you seek to learn, Snowy?
Mightimos has left the city to face his own fate. That is, the fate of every demigod. We will all eventually let go of our past to follow the same path as his. So, what I want to know is, as Amphorius' first demigod, what compelled you to take the first step on this journey? And what has sustained you to make it this far without looking back? Despite the fracturing of your body and the numerous departures you have endured.
All right.
Teacher, are you sure about this?
Dee is already doing what he has to do. What reason do we have to keep it from them? Let's go, everyone. Let's go to the abyss of fate and see how it used to be.
And time to work.
Then we will leave it to you. Trinan, would you mind?
Treeby, are you not coming with us?
I want to stay here with Trian for a bit longer.
I see. We'll be off then. Take care.
Since you have made your decision, then let's proceed as you wish. See you later, teacher.
Cass, are you not going with them?
I was kind of expecting her to go along.
No. I'd prefer to remain here to accompany Lady Trian. She hated being alone.
What's this?
A little gift that I had hoped to deliver to her personally. Though fate had other plans.
Oh. So you saw us arguing that day?
Yes. I figured Lady Trian would like it a lot, so I bought it.
I see. Cass. You know, I recognized it immediately that day. It truly is an authentic piece from Yanisopolis.
Then why?
It's just that Trian had forgotten far more things than I. For example, she forgot that this glass object meant something unfortunate according to the traditions of our homeland.
I'm sorry, Lady Treeby. Should I...
No need to apologize, Cass. At that time, I simply didn't want her to be trapped by our past, especially considering how much time had passed since we left home. But now... it might just be the perfect gift for Trian.
All shall bid farewell to one. and that person alone will witness the miracle. While you and I have long accepted this absurd fate, they remain fresh and inexperienced. Teacher, don't let the weight of that cruel prophecy crush their spines.
But it would be even more cruel if we allow them to ignorantly fall before the gates of the new world. They will eventually need to know the truth. We just need the right opportunity. This, to me, feels like the right opportunity.
So, this is how the Temple of the Three Fates looked back in the day.
That looks pretty grand.
At this point, Yannisopolis still resides under Aquila's protection. Yet it is already fated for decline, and only contains a beautiful facade.
Is it because Amphorius has entered Era Bellica?
Yes, strife remains distant from this part of Amphorius right now. But in 5 years' time, at the same entry hour, this temple will become the source of another war.
Then, where are you at this time?
Right over there.
Why does she look somewhat different?
It's because we don't quite recall how we used to look.
Oh, my apologies.
Please don't. We should be the ones apologizing. Come, everyone.
It's intriguing.
It's time to witness our last conversation with Orynyx.
Treebios.
You're here, Orynyx.
Your voice now sounds so mature.
This is our memory, so your senses are also aligned with the Treebios of that moment.
You still consume yourself for that last prophecy.
False prophecy, huh? So you still think that way?
Even if Kefali has fallen, they would never guide humans to kill their own comrades. Stop while you still can, Treebios. Spreading the prophecy will only kindle disaster. That disaster will tear you into 1,000 pieces.
But the Black Tide has already arrived, and Yanis remains in slumber. If even the God of Passages, known for guiding mortals, cannot resist this catastrophe, then what can we do against the incoming destruction?
Do not get involved with the core flames. If you do that, you can still remain chosen by fate.
Those chosen by fate would never have their family taken from them. And how can I alone remain safe and secure while watching the entire world crumble before my eyes? This might be our last conversation, Orynyx. I will do everything I can to protect you from the Black Tide.
The family she just mentioned.
It's our mother. She fell from the spot into the valley a long time ago. It was during a grand ceremony held to seek Yanis's guidance. But things took an unexpected turn. It was Kefali who responded instead.
Interesting.
Did something go wrong with the ceremony?
Yes, but those two occurrences were in fact unrelated. Kefali's response was simply a coincidence. On that frosty night with treachery abound, as the Holy Maiden of Yannisopolis met her demise, the world-bearing Titan also fell in another corner of the world. Let's keep up with her. This story... she should be the one to tell it.
That thing ahead.
It's the altar of Talantin. But that's not our destination. We're heading to the left.
This place used to be passable.
I have to interact with them in space. Silly me.
I never thought there would be such a hidden space in the abyss.
Whoa.
This is the Archive of Prophecies. An important...
Is this Giannis's maze that Trinon used for divination in the past?
Not only that, it also serves as a lock. Our childhood abode lies sealed within.
This is the largest puzzle I've ever laid eyes on. And it even acts as a door lock. Should have expected something like this in the homeland of puzzles, I suppose. So, how are we going to solve it?
Just follow the designated path and let the stone ball fall into the pool twice.
Seems pretty straightforward. Even Mighty might be able to complete it in a single try.
How could you talk smack about Mighty behind his back? Or I agree it's straightforward, but Mighty, dude, these 2 shots at it. 2 very opposing responses. I'm gonna go with the first one. How could you talk smack about Mighty behind his back?
That's not talking smack. It's clearly a compliment.
If you say so.
Mighty. If he were still here, we'd probably take a lot fewer detours to solve our issues. Enough with the talking. Let's just get started.
Okay, so how's this work? Whoa. Press the button and hold to activate the rewinding power and rotate the maze. During the rewind, let go of the button. Spin in reverse direction. Combine gravity with the maze's spin to guide the... It's interesting. That was easy enough. Okay.
Impressive. You too have the makings of a high priest now.
Command a new path. Let the stone ball fall into the pool once more to open the hidden door. Okay.
Getting that stone ball to the endpoint looks pretty tough. My hands are shaking just from looking at it.
Some special wall panels will move in a set pattern. Use the right timing to take advantage of their traits to smooth the stone. Oh. Ah. Oh. That was fun. Ew. That's cool.
The secret door is open.
Go inside, and you'll see the place where we grew up.
Okay, first I'm gonna explore over here. There we go. Treasure chest. Oh. And this guy. Yeah, yourself. And you're sure jumping around a lot. Stop for a moment. I have to tell you something about you. All of my years of thievery, I've never met someone like you. I remained silent. No precious gems or ancient relics in here. Looks heavy and important, but really? Just like these dusty books, the world wouldn't skip a beat without them. You're still gonna haul it away? What's your deal? Wallet so thin you're scraping for pennies, or mind so empty you need worthless junk to fill it? Seems like this chest is actually quite valuable. Caught on, have you? You bet. This box means more to me than you could imagine. Still going to fight me on this? Because your reactions amuse me. Yes, so your reactions amuse me. Oh, I get it. This is all a game to you. This is getting interesting. Alright, Olos, I've decided you can have this, but don't celebrate too soon. Take this cursed gift, and you'll have the world's most annoying thief master on your tail from now on. Hey, you'll see. All these books here, everything turns to ash eventually.
Oh, you want this? Fine. Take it and amuse yourself.
Time for the priest selection trials. Interesting. Just curious if there might be another treasure chest here. If there is, it's not up there. Investigate.
If I become a priest,
Investigate now. Scrolls housed in a temple library must surely be precious tomes, yet the one you find turns out to be a 3-day crash course of divination. Unwilling to give up, you sift through a few others nearby. Their titles read, Major Prophecies of the Weavers of Destiny, Secrets the whole your maiden won't share about prophecy, and Crisis Decoding, Reshaping your divination value. Nearly buckle under the anxiety accumulated over generations by the devout.
if I become a priest, will Orynic see me?
Nice. That's a cool looking door. Ah. Bug. How painful. Germophobic nymph. Which uncivilized fool left this squirrel out of place? They'd better hope I don't catch them. Grr. Honestly, now let's see. What shelf did this belong on? It's kind of fun.
Praise the Law Titan, Palantin, Scale of Justice.
I should see what this is. Within the hall, scrolls are stacked like warp and weft. Threads of destiny weaving past and future. The ink on the desk remains wet, and candlelight illuminates the unresolved prophecy. Okay. Interesting. Collect this readable. Ha.
Oh.
Westis. So if I put this here, and then this here, and this here, and then okay. so these are all the pieces I have. I need to make that shape. Okay, this one's actually gonna take me some moments to puzzle on how this works. Okay, this looks like it goes there. No, I don't want to use a hint. I want to solve it myself. That's not the shape. That's definitely not the answer. I feel like those two shapes have to be there and there. Okay, I'm gonna need the hint, I guess. Fine. Okay, so this shape goes here. Oh. There we go. That's really clever. And yeah, that I don't feel bad about needing to get a hint there. Ooh, nice.
Oh, you want this? Fine. Take it and amuse yourself.
It's like, yes, Herda, I do want this. 10 steps. Oh. Six, 7, 10. Here we go. Nope. Okay. 2, 4, 5, 6. That's not gonna work. Dang it. Okay, now I just need to breed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Frick. I desynced with how I was wanting to. Dang it. Guess I need to. 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Yippee. Finally figured out how I could do it. Probably a more efficient way I could have done that, but it's the way I figured out. Cool. Okay. That's a spiral staircase, for sure. I knew there was gonna be something back here.
Oh.
You grew up in a place like this?
By the time we were born, the role of the Holy Maiden had already diminished to a mere title. Those in tune with the Titan's guidance are bound to become messengers for others. To maintain appearances, those in authority added some embellishments. And with Mother around, our childhood wasn't entirely without joy.
Even so, I still find it hard to imagine.
20 years can go by in no time.
Trinon, for most people, 20 years is a long period of time.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. Becoming a demigod sure changes how one lives through time. It's hard to believe it's been so long. Your power is exceptional, Little Gray. This place looks exactly as before. Let's explore the room a bit.
The scrolls are arranged extremely messily. The carpet is crooked and ashes piled up in the brazier. You need to tidy up fast for the Holy Maiden's well-being. Interesting.
There are so many boxes here.
These should be our belongings. Huh? What's this?
A red gem.
A red glass fragment?
Seen this type of glass before.
We were still very young the first time we saw it. Mother came back with a beautiful glass piece, but her face was streaked with tears. She simply placed it on the table. It looked so sparkly that we couldn't resist playing with it, but we ended up breaking it by accident. Mother didn't get angry. She simply held us quietly for a long time. It wasn't until we were older that we learned in Yanissopolis, if someone gloriously died for destiny, the Holy Maiden must pick a piece of glass from the volcano's quarry and polish it, then give it to the deceased's family. On the day Mother returned with the glass, her friend lost his life on the battlefield. Since he had no family left, Mother had to keep it herself. Later, on the eve of the ritual, Mother also gave us a beautiful piece of glass. Let's move on to the bedroom.
Hang on. Okay. Now I'm going to do this. Ah, look at this. It keeps going wrong, but I finally made one that works. Is this a music box? Trivius, you're so talented. Now, whenever I'm telling you a story, we can have beautiful music playing in the background. I'm still not as talented as you, Mommy. You can take a whole block of red stone and slowly carve it into a crystal clear work of art. Next time I want to make a pair of gloves. That way you won't hurt your hands next time you're polishing racks, Mommy. Silly child. If I was scared of hurting my hands, why would I not just ask the old folks at the temple for a pair of gloves? Honestly, you mustn't fuss over me. Just make sure you eat plenty, practice your reading, and read lots of stories of Amphorius. Nothing makes Mommy happier than seeing you grow and thrive. I have eaten plenty, and I've practiced my reading lots, but the stories... there's still lots that I can't read yet. Ah, so that's what you're up to. You were making this music box to slack off so Mommy would read you more stories, right? You sneaky thing. Looks like I won't be reading any more stories of Zacharias for a while. Well then, what story should we read today? The Golden Apple Beauty Contest, the story of King Mikas, Gorgio and the Lie. You've heard them all times, haven't you? I don't mind. I'll forget them as long as you're reading them to me, Mommy. That's cute. Who's this? I don't know who that is. But it's a someone. What's this?
The shelf is packed full, but all I see are annals of geography for various cities. There are also documents about various kinds of Titan worship.
Because we believed that we would need to travel great distances to convey Kefali's prophecy to everyone, and should learn about the terrains and customs of various places beforehand.
Don't tell me you actually read them all.
Back then, our memories were still sharp. 10 years was enough for us to memorize all these.
Wow.
Mother left us these scrolls, too. When we were young, she would read them to us as bedtime stories. Her stories were so engaging that we could vividly imagine all of Amphorius in our dreams. Unfortunately, only after Mother was gone did we realize that what was written in the scrolls was far from engaging.
Mom figured out how to make some of the content of the scrolls into something fairly engaging. That's clever. And here's this guy here. There's someone there too. Interesting. Treasure chest.
Oh.
Shut up, Hero.
It's Trivios.
Just as expected. It's time to get going after all. Mama, are you going to that ritual tomorrow?
That's right, my sweet girl. What's the matter?
I wish I could go too. I have something to ask Yanis.
Oh. What do you want to ask?
I want to know how to chase the black tide away.
Ah, I see. Unfortunately, it's a secret ritual, and only I can preside over it. If you want me to consult the Titan on your behalf, you'll have to promise me something.
What is it?
Be a good girl and go to sleep now. And whatever you dream of, don't be afraid. Just sleep through the night until morning comes. Until the next time Aquila opens their eyes. Can you do that for me, sweetie?
That's it? Of course I can! Trivios is the most amazing holy maiden of Yanis! Well, little holy maiden. But why, Mama?
Because this ritual might take a long time.
How long?
Tomorrow, my sweet child. I'll be back tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then the next tomorrow. If not, the tomorrow after that. But if I still haven't returned for a very long time, that means the ritual has succeeded. It means I found a way to chase away the black tide and reach the new world on the other side. But for various reasons, I can't return to bring my sweet girl with me. But I'll be waiting for you there. As long as you stay brave and kind, we'll meet again in that new world. It's the end of the West Wind, the black tide's other shore. A radiant sea of flowers, blessed and protected by the gods. In the rosy horizon, you'll see a silver-white shoal. It marks the end of your voyage. A haven, free from storms, cold, and heavy rains. No sorrow can linger there. That is where I'll be, waiting for you.
Wow, that sounds just like the island from my dream. Oh, I know. I'll turn the moon into a ship and the stars into sails to go find Mama. Pinky promise?
Pinky promise.
It's cute.
As long as you sail toward tomorrow. As long as the sun will rise for the next day, our wishes will come true together.
If the final murmurs of the Titan are true, if such a place really exists on the shore beyond the black tide at the end of Genesis, then our promise still stands. Please, wait for me, Mother.
After those 10 years of darkness, when Aquila opened their eyes for the last time, we finally set off.
Where did she go?
Before that, let me just see if there's anything over here. Yeah, this is outside of the realm of that even.
This way. Now, we'll go through this shelf.
Go through this shelf, what?
But how? With Yanis's power?
Can the power of passages even go through walls?
No, we hadn't acquired their power back then.
So, this obstacle, it was simply a mirage?
Yes, the answer is right on the shelf. Go ahead and give it a try.
Okay, I gotta check out this, because I saw this.
There's a blackboard here. What's that drawing on it?
Looks like a rocket ship.
That doesn't ring a bell. It should be something we invented during those 10 years.
Invented on your own?
It has been approximately 10 years between Kefali's prophecy and this moment when we are about to set out. We were raised in this temple complex and had never stepped outside the gate of infinity. To understand the outside world, we spent much of our time acquiring knowledge and developing a few inventions along the way. Sadly, the inventions served no purpose except to deliver letters, and the knowledge we gained has all faded away by now.
Investigate. Ooh, that's cool.
It's a secret passage.
It was a secret passage prepared by the Holy Maiden's supporters for Mother and me as a precaution. And now, it is turned into our passage to escape, just as anticipated.
Save something interesting. Start of all roads. Here. There. Catch him. Talking. Oh, hey there, friend. What lovely luck running into you. Won't you stay for a chat? Chat with it. Now we're talking. We've got so much to share. Everything from priestly gossip to the elders' confidential matters. Between you and me, these priests are mostly con artists. They make up phony prophecies claiming they're from the Fate Titans just to scam money. And oh boy, that's not even the half of it. Guess what else? Some of them are actually spreading rumors about Lady Holy Maiden. Can you believe how awful that is? Can you? It really does have a lot of hands on her design.
The path to the temple was in quite a state. Did someone do it on purpose?
No surprise at all. Some people caught on to what we were planning and tried to intercept us, while others were willing to clear the way for the Holy Maiden.
I can't move it. I can't climb over it either. Time Titan? Is that you?
Just like this.
Is this replicating the memories or disrupting the space-time dimension?
Regardless of our actions, the past will remain unchanged. It was someone else who helped Trebios in the actual events of history. We don't remember the details. As for why memory recreated the past to be like this, it must be because it's closer to the answer within our heart.
The passage is now cleared. Ornyx. Thank you, nameless god.
Oh wow.
Take a look. This is pure genius in action.
Oh, there's a chest over here. Yes, there is.
Whoa! It looked truly magnificent back then.
Relax. Take it easy.
all these people, they're just civilians, not enemies, correct?
Mostly, but it might not be the case later on.
Hey, little ones. How did you sneak in here?
Please keep it down. We had to be really sneaky to get in here.
Okay. But what did you sneak in here for?
I heard there's a lovely holy maiden living in the temple, and I want to meet her. I couldn't stop her, so I had to think of a way to sneak her in.
Oh, really? I was here to meet the Holy Maiden as well, but the guard said she had to go somewhere far away today.
Huh? What a bummer. Mommy even asked me to bring her gift to the Holy Maiden.
It's getting late. Be good and go home now, okay?
Okay then. We'll come back next time. Thank you.
By the way they are dressed, the siblings look like civilians living outside the temple. Mother mentioned that when she was a holy maiden, she caught a girl sneaking into the temple to steal the tributes. Stealing from the temple was punishable by death. But that poor girl had no family and just wanted something to eat. So Mother took her outside and even gave her some food. Perhaps these two children are the descendants of that girl from back then.
Interesting.
Ah, Lady Maiden. Lady Maiden, you need to dress warmer. It's pretty cold out. Let me get you a blanket.
No need to trouble yourself. I'm just going for a quick walk.
All right, but please take care of yourself. Your mother made us promise to look after you before she left. It's been a while since I last saw you. I just realized you've grown into such a beauty, just like your mother. Oh, here, have some of my sweet pastries. She used to enjoy them, so maybe you'll like them too. What's wrong, Lady Maiden?
I'm fine. It tastes really good.
This lady is Mother's old friend. When we were little, we sometimes got to eat the sweet pastries she brought back. We've always remembered the familiar taste, and only now do we learn where it came from.
Interesting.
Apologies, Lady Maiden, but the Yanis vault is under maintenance today.
Perfect. That way, no one will disturb me while I'm talking to Mother.
All right then. May Yanis guide your path.
The Yanis vault?
It's where Yanis's heart lies and the core flame is kept. Just enter on the left. It's also the place where Trebios was born.
Trebios. What does that name actually mean?
The one with 3 lives. Mother believed our birth was blessed by the 3 titans of fate. She named us thus to express her gratitude. Looking at how things have unfolded, fate might have had a role in it.
That was so
planning to try and be stealth.
Never seen. Expand your thinking. Watch it crumble. Time to twirl.
Right. Not as powerful as in simulated universe. Or divergent universe, I mean, like.
Do you know who I am? This big
Sort of hit space.
It's all yours!
To stretch there.
Open sesame. Amazing. But then again, it's me we're talking about.
Interesting.
Finally, the Yanis vault is right ahead.
Oh, I get how this is supposed to be used now. There we go. So that I can actually get access to this treasure chest.
At long last.
Trivius, you've come.
I knew there was some sanity left in you, Yanis. Just as I thought, you too have been confined.
Step forth and thou shalt bury yourself. Bury the gods and bury the fate that binds us all.
No, Yanis. I've come here to take on your fate. By the blood of the Lamb and the strength of my blade-wielding right hand, I am Trebios, the listener, the announcer, and the witness of the prophecy. I, the Holy Maiden of Yanisopolis, the Walker of the Infinite Paths, have come forth to assume your duty.
The one who guides the world shall see their soul shattered to 1,000 fragments, akin to glass crashing upon the ground.
Just as I wished. This journey promises to be a long one, with 1,000 selves to accompany me. I'll never be lonely.
Though thou bearest the core flame, thou shalt be far from the glory of divinity. Passages are forever associated with dirt, and even a mere mortal's blade can imperil thy very existence.
No matter. My hands are not made for bearing arms. But my feet are destined to embark on a journey for the benefit of all.
Ow. Yet the flame chase journey is a journey of constant loss, among which even life itself holds little value. Time decays the heart, the passages shatter the body, and the scales weigh the separation, until the end draws near. And the one who bears 3 lives, art thou truly prepared?
Without a doubt, Titan. Let the prophecy shatter me, so that I may open a myriad of paths for this imperiled world.
Thus it shall be. Overthrow the gods. Return the core flames. Inherit divine authority. Forge godly miracles. Go kill. Go mourn. Kill my kin. Mourn our fate. Ferry the spirits of the gods. Nourish the land with divine essence. Yet thou shalt remember. Yet thou must remember. All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. Such is destiny.
I understand, Yanis. Thank you. Now, may you rest well. Mother, did you see that? I have assumed my duty and stand ready to set out. We will step over the gods' corpses and wander among humanity, and thus we shall sweep apart Amphorius's pitch-dark fog. May we... May the world follow the myriad paths trodden and reunite at the end of the west wind, where flowers bloom in spring. Mother, I shall see you tomorrow.
Who dares lay hands on the core flame? Drop your weapon and surrender at once!
Oh, well.
I knew this would come.
It's opening up! Move aside and get ready! The Holy Maiden?
Now I'm going to check out what... I'm going to come over here and look at this. Great Maiden, what prophecy have the Fate Titans shown you regarding the fate of Bolsa City? The prophecy was spoken thusly. Though I have never met the gaze of 10,000 eyes, I will fight against the bleeds of 10,000 enemies. The gentle breeze shall be devoured by the roaring waves. The foolish king bathes himself in riches, only to purchase a life as drifter of a conquered nation. Is that all? That is all the Titans said. What kind of joke is that? The king of Bolsa has traveled a long way for a prophecy on how to save his hometown. Are you saying you want to send him off with no hope? Sir Acolyte, you're just concerned that the king of Bolsa will take back the large amount of money he paid in his desperation, aren't you? Holy Maiden, watch your tongue. This is the holy land of the core flame of Yanis, not Zagreus' den of thieves. There is no need for such outrage. I have long since lost the so-called prophetic rights of the Holy Maiden. According to our agreement, I am solely responsible for listening to the word of the Titans. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna have to be right back. Gotta use the bathroom. Okay. Okay. Yep. Oh, that's the wrong thing. There we go. Scene for a different game. Scene for different stuff. I am sorry for such outrage. I have long since lost the so-called prophetic rights of the Holy Maiden. According to our agreement, I am solely responsible for listening to the word of the Titans. You've never overly pried into how it is that you manipulate these prophecies. However, on the basis of our decades-long friendship, I must give you a word of warning. Do not give people false hope under the guise of prophecy. Otherwise, fate will place the responsibility for that city's destruction on your head. If you do not wish to be torn to shreds by the countless mourning dead when you cross the River of Souls, I would implore you to act with caution. I understand what you are saying, Mortis. However, the Temple of the Three Fates cannot spread despair. You know that I must act for the sake of Yanisopolis. I'm just getting cold and slipping on the hoodie that I had draped over my chair. Although, the fact that you still consider our former friendship, I must admit I am surprised. Work on the secret tunnel that I promised you is almost complete. If they attack soon, you will be able to escape with your children. I will cover you from the shadows. It's just, it must be soon. As you know, I am not a young man anymore. I can already see Thanatos' shadow before me. May Yanis guide your path, Codex. Do not give people false hope, the guide of prophecy. Perhaps that is something that would be beyond even me. Interesting.
Take a look. This is pure genius in action.
Okay, so I guess there's a treasure chest somewhere that I haven't collected, huh? Ah. In that space. Interesting. Ah. Okay. It's neat.
What's happening here? Lady Maiden, where's the thief who stole the core flame? Look at what she's holding, you buffoon! She is the thief! Take your positions and ready your arms! We're taking back the core flame!
Bring it on!
What?
Come forth, loyal guards. At least do it properly. Pierce me in the chest.
What are you scheming?
This is your last chance. If anyone wants to earn a promotion and rise through the ranks, I'm right here. You all know who I am. Go ahead. However, if there's still any loyalty within you, step aside for the Holy Maiden. Otherwise, by the decree of the Holy City's Codex, anyone who dares to harm the Holy Maiden shall face execution!
Captain, what should we do?
They're like, wait, we're supposed to capture, we're supposed to apprehend and the person who steals the thing, but we're also not supposed to harm the particular individual who ended up being the one who stole the thing. What are we supposed to do? In a catch-22 type situation.
Do it. Kill her! If any of you want to get rich, then come with me. Take this traitor's head and wealth will be ours!
We can't just stand by and do nothing.
Okay then. Sure.
Expand your thinking. Watch it crumble.
Time to twirl!
That was very easy. Trivial
How's
even.
that possible? Could the Titan actually be on her side? That woman is the traitor!
I should go.
Let's keep up.
Okay, so how does that work in reality then?
The path is opening up for me. Oh, Yanis, protect me.
Filthy rat! You'll die for defiling the core flame!
This is honestly the most efficient way of taking them out. It's by utilizing immense power.
Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown. Amazing. But then again, it's me we're talking about. Huh. Expand your thinking. Watch it crumble.
Time to twirl!
Thou! A rat!
Never seen perfect. Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown.
Time to twirl!
Amazing. But then again, it's me we're talking about.
There, now I can finally use this. Oh, wow. I just tried that. I didn't know it was actually going to work. Looks like I should be able to fly through there, but I can't. Which, I mean, fair. Critical am. Just because I think it'd be funny. To press Z to disengage, escape doesn't work. For reasons.
Get her!
The main path is likely well guarded. What do I...
Yes.
Expand your thinking. Watch it crumble.
Time to twirl!
Sure doesn't seem like a safe zone.
Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown.
Just as I thought. Inside!
It's him we're talking about.
Now it says left safe zone.
There are guards here too. Don't alert them. Long last.
Yeah.
A creature of the Holy City Guards. But I'm already so close.
This should be the last fight. We have to. But I don't get it. This has been puzzling me for a while now.
Yeah.
Who has been aiding Trebios in her escape?
Logic in M4 isn't adding up. Curious about that too. Or is the Fallen Titan? Is the Fallen Titan manifesting?
Well, history might be blurred by memories. Seeing how the whole city is hunting her down, she clearly had no allies. If she pulled it off alone, were we too involved in this process?
Trebios had been on her own since she entered the vault. But what did we truly mean to her? You'll find that answer at the end of this memory.
In that case, let's focus on the mission at hand now. Let's do this, everyone!
Expand your thinking. Watch it crumble. Time to twirl! Curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Time to twirl! Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown.
Finally. Beyond this gate awaits a boundless world. This is where my journey begins. God of passages, can you see me? I will complete the path that you started. No response after all. Yanis, may you have a good dream. I can't stay here much longer. It's time to leave.
Well, looks like this is the end of the memory.
Not yet. The question that has been puzzling you. She's about to reveal the answer.
But nothing happened. What was making her or you hesitate at this moment? If she had known this flame-chased journey would proceed as the Titan foretold, bringing about great suffering and fatalities, including her own, would she still have chosen to walk through the gate and start her journey?
I think the answer is already within you. And you've made your own decision.
What?
What? You can hear us?
Not really. She can neither see nor hear us. Yet she knew that one day, someone would return to unveil this dust-covered memory. We can never know for sure who helped us back then. But that kindness was forever engraved in our hearts, motivating us to move forward. Time has modified this memory into a special letter, so that we do not forget our original intent.
It's kind of interesting.
It's a letter written by Trebios of the past and sent to her future self. In this memory, it is Trebios of the future who overcomes all difficulties for her and sends her on a long journey toward the tomorrow where we are.
Yes, you'll remember it all. And then find your way back to the gate where everything began. Here, I will set sail toward the distant horizon. Here, you have traveled far on your way home. Such is the maxim that unveils Trebios' fate. you shall shatter into 1,000 fragments and wither on the soil of foreign lands. So, if you ever feel lost, return to this place. I'll keep this memory here for you. Or for me, to embrace it again.
Worry not. Though loss is something we've grown used to, our resolve and our pledge are what Trebios will never forget. Each one of us has never failed to remember. Losses are a constant on the Flame Chase journey, among which even life itself holds little value. The hot blood of the sacrificial lamb will not be spilled in vain, like my mother and I.
The libations poured are guaranteed to bear fruit, just as my blade-wielding right hand is not a hollow formality.
Surmount the myriad passages of Yanis, and we will once again
ride the west wind and let the wings carry us far away.
So, this is your answer?
That's right. In the name of the three fates, I stand by my answer with no regrets. Now, with or without the god's blessing, I run towards the world's agony. If I can truly pierce through the utter darkness, we will meet again at the end of the west wind, where flowers bloom in spring.
It's neat. Light calendar here. Yanisopoulos' holy maiden, Trebios bore the core flame to quell the world's chaos and became a demigod of Yanis. She traversed the Gate of Infinity, splitting into 1,000 messengers to spread the divine prophecy across the land after a century of arduous journeying. Light calendar 3870, a month of freedom. Humanity's flame chase journey officially began.
Lady Trebi, do you still think that everything will be fine tomorrow?
Yeah, that's what Trianne would say as well.
With all due respect, Lady Trebi, you know perfectly well that see you tomorrow is nothing but a white lie. I hope your toughness is not a mask hiding a lonely heart.
Cass, that's not a lie. See you tomorrow is the greatest prophecy in the world.
Prophecy?
Listen, in every corner of this land, every heartbeat carries a prayer for that prophecy to come true. It may be that only a few heroes will bring tomorrow to the new world, but the prophecy of leading everyone to tomorrow belongs to all in Amphorius.
But not everyone has the chance to see tomorrow. How can such words be called a prophecy?
Because people believe it will come true, and they are trying hard to hold on to that belief. Even as the world teeters on the brink of collapse, everyone is pressing forward, longing to reach farther and move toward tomorrow. And that is why a holy maiden exists to lead the world toward tomorrow, and why Yanisopoulos' prophecy unfolds as passages. Fate is not about the outcome, but the journey. It's not the flowers that bloom at the end of the road, but rather the paths that lead beyond the gate, where people tread toward the sea of flowers. So, Cass, if anything is troubling you, just set it aside for tomorrow. There's no difference between demigods and mortals. The troubles we encounter can only be resolved by our future selves. Reflect through the long night. Wait for the dawn as you think. Then set off at daybreak. The hesitant part of us will be left behind in the dark, while the determined side of us will know no fear Because that's how Tribios has journeyed so far to spread the prophecy. Beckoning the morning sun, and the tomorrow it promises to bring. We will now continue the journey and face our destiny. We will step over the gods' corpses and wander among humanity. And thus, we shall sweep apart Amphorius' pitch-dark fog. And at the end, all will reach that silver-white shoal. That end of the journey, that new world and new tomorrow. It is a haven free from storms, cold, and heavy rains. No sorrow can linger there. We've made a promise to meet again at the end of the West Wind, where flowers bloom in spring. See you tomorrow, Brienne. See you tomorrow!
Child of humanity, surely you are not waiting for the arrival of night.
I was not expecting this.
Nights do not fall upon Akama.
That's why it's futile for you to wait here.
Honestly, I didn't expect the renowned Reason Titan to behave like this.
And that's all thanks to you. If your soul weren't as prickly as a hedgehog, I wouldn't have to act this way.
Your soul weren't as prickly as a hedgehog.
If you were more accommodating, you wouldn't be opposing me all the time, and I could teach you more freely instead.
It was you who insisted on implanting the core flame in me. Forget it. Cut the sarcasm and just say what you need to say.
Fine, fine. All I want is to remind you, there's not much left in your soul. If you don't do something soon, I will have to take over this body.
That would be interesting.
If I'm not worried, why should you be? I know what you're planning. You just want my help answering the question. What exactly are we? Correct?
It's good that you remember. Thus, equivalent exchange. It's only fair.
Then rest easy. The answer will soon be revealed, and you'll have to return my body shortly.
Is that true?
Certainly. I initially thought this extremely frail state would hinder me from getting my body back. But I didn't expect the answer to be right within it. That saved me a lot of trouble. I don't even need the black-robed swordmaster's ceremonial blade.
That's certainly worth celebrating.
Regrettably, I can't carry out the upcoming experiment alone.
The girl who's walking with death, is she fully prepared?
Be patient, Titan. If we're always so guarded, how can death reach us easily?
Unfortunately, on behalf of Okima, I must ask you to slow your pace.
I forgot about you. My apologies.
A child's words are always carefree. I'll just dismiss these words as nonsense from a cheeky child.
It's just like... it's just like, what about sass in response to... remarks from the Titan that is currently he in my that is currently also present with me and in chat.
Come now, conceited performer. It's time to address your relationship with that Titan.
What if I refuse?
Provocation will only tip Talantan's scales further toward your demise. There's no need to go to such lengths.
Oh, monster neither human nor divine. Don't forget that you won't dare kill me. If you snuff out the core flame of reason, what else can you use to stand against the council?
Do you two mind if I cut in?
I warned you. Do not interrupt me.
I just have been meaning to ask. Does death really matter to you?
What do you mean?
What I mean is, before I implanted the core flame into your heart, you were already a silent, cold corpse.
Okay. Was not... That was, already then, sure. I'm back. Finally, have a moment to catch my breath. Want to chat, though. Okay. It's unusual to see Mem isn't with you. We're either inside the ball? What ball are you talking about? Let Mem rest. We've had a tiring past few days. Since they're not here, let me ask you, are you really sure you want to take on the trial of Ornyx's core flame on behalf of the Chrysoseirs? It's about time for me to level up. Okay, that's funny. Still on the fence, it was Mem's idea. Or absolutely, I don't see why not. It's still on the fence, it was Mem's idea. It's ended up at this point after all. This is probably a fate that Trailblaze can't evade. You should be extra cautious and watch out for yourself. Based on the experiences of those before you, the trial is no walk in the park. But what concerns me even more is that you'll further bind yourself to Amphorius. If you truly assume that Titan's divinity, do you believe you'll be able to lay it down again? Forget it. We'll deal with that when the time comes. No matter what happens, I'll be right there with you. God, how sweet. But where were you earlier? Got held up by two people in guard uniforms and ended up missing Trian's farewell ceremony. They said they were messengers of the Council of Elders and wanted to verify my identity. But I suspect we've been on their radar for a while, and they only made their move when you and I got separated. Their questions were quite specific, from how we arrived in Akama to our relationships with each Chrysosaur. They even asked about what we did in the market. Luckily, those pawns aren't the brightest. I managed to brush off most of their questions, so they'll probably leave us alone for a bit. Is this foreshadowing for the next version? Looks like dark undercurrents are roiling? Is that the word? I've never... Dang it. I didn't mean to open Outlook. Go away. Right next to Chrome. Okay. Roiling. Okay, yeah, roiling. Royal is make a liquid turbid or muddy by disturbing the sediment. Or it makes someone annoyed or irritated. Something turbid or muddy by disturbing. Okay. Looks like dark undercurrents are roiling in Akima. Your conduct is certainly irritating. But on second thought, Anglaya also initially kept her guard up with us. It's best not to provoke either side until we know the full truth. The only thing we know for sure is that some members of the Council of Elders aren't happy with the Chrysoseirs. In the worst case scenario, we could be caught up in the internal conflicts of the Holy City. It's my favorite episode, or that's the episode story to be continued. Why does everything have to be so... Oh, come on. So, fourth wall. It's not quite what I was trying to go for, but... it conveys the idea. It's the episode I hate the most, sure. Only we had more time to sort through the clues about the Black Tide. But now, the weather is the only lovely thing left. Let's take some more pictures. Huh? What's going on? Something wrong, Dunghan? Dan? Dan? Ah, the memory card is full. But March and the others are pretty worried too. Oh.
And so, this long day passed for Akama. Some people arrived, and some left forever. Just like every other day of this journey, where we, stumbling, move forward. We have long been prepared. If we are to chase the flames, then we must grow used to farewells. And yet, no one back then could foresee death. Its arrival would always be so sudden and so momentous. Even little Gray, coming from beyond the sky, could not escape the Reaper's two hands. And what people gained and lost in that trial of death was far heavier than life itself. Just like the destiny that the prophecy revealed for Cass at the end of the Sea of Flowers, the souls of the living shall warm thy fingertips. And after an embrace, there shall be eternal separation.
Wow. Okay, yep. Nameless recollection. God King had returned home when the messengers departed. Their fates can no longer be scried, but are worthy of remembering. The testaments of character witnessed during travels head to the boat. Ah, right. Fine. Anybody you there? Yep. Nope. Depends. Nope. It's like, yeah, just sleeping, actually. Uh-oh. Man, I'd love to rest too, but sleep won't come. With all that's gone down recently, I thought we could talk. Failed trial, the Grove, Mighty, and the Crimnoans, and seeing Triby's memories, all of it. That's a image. I don't even know what to call that thing. But saving all of the little, there you go. Okay. Yeah, I don't even know what those things are called. Okay, I'm just going to name it like 3 Z's, just so that I remember that I need to give it a rename. It's about time we got paid. Sure, why not? Let's see what... Oh, finally thinking about compensating your sis? And it's like, ha 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 ha. You'll get it. I promise I didn't forget. Promise me that you won't laugh at this. Honestly, even though we made it through everything, seeing Triby's memories just left me with more questions. That person alone will witness the miracle. Doesn't sound like a good ending, does it? Why did everyone choose to become demigods even after knowing the price? For the sake of Emphorius' future. Save the world using demigod powers, of course. Just taking a guess here. The powers you gain as demigods are tiny compared to the cost, after all. Exactly. I should have asked Mighty about his reasons before he left. But now he's taken all the glory and all the cool spotlights. That's literally the same thing. Okay, yeah. You have to rely on yourself. Don't worry, just do it. Show what you're capable of without relying on others. Haha, you've got a point. Well, I think I feel a bit better about all this now. I've learned a lot from this conversation. I'll go over what we said in my own time. Thanks, buddy. Where I am. Emphorius is only hope. Oh wait, there's Dan Heng too. All 3 of us. Okay. Nope, that Sure, up here. You're so weird. Did you know that, Windows? Yeah, you're pretty weird sometimes. Okay, there. Okay. Okay, and then this one too. Okay, and this one I'm just going to call, again, triple Z's. Then I'll add the word happy. Okay, cool. Yes, the Vortex of Genesis. There's...
Need something? If not, then I'll be leaving.
There's most assuredly stuff to be done here. And this is a very grand looking thing here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Wow. Head to the basement. Sounds of waves reach your ears once again. You hear the gentle rolling of waves after tumultuous surges like an endless expanse of ocean contained in this small bowl. Strange whispers mingle amongst tiny
I'm
waves.
so parched.
Here he goes. How can water be thirsty? Wait, how can water be talking? Dear celestial ambrosia, pour some in, I'll give you a present. Dear, bring ambrosia here, treasures, relics, beauties, take your pick. Wow. Okay, that's cool. I'll claim all this. Which part of it's 120 stellar jade. Nice. And this is a phone wallpaper. Okay.
I'm so parched. Pour me a cup, will you?
Can't without something to drink. Okay, yeah. Okay, versus... Oh yeah, achievement. Rail into the stars, and that could... Oh, 3 things. No, 3 of the things I had been missing from this from as of 3.1 in this category. So the world as nature withers and blooms. The lion has left his homeland and reached the end of his exile. It's the end of the Kremnos' homecoming. Okay. Old leaves fall, new trees flourish. When rosy-fingered dawn delivered morning light, witness Trian soaring toward the faded tomorrow. And then the world is thus. One generation rises, another wilts. Open a letter from times past offered to the future. It's the beginning of Tribios and the Flame Chase. Okay, there you go. Why for this silent joy? The world's origin was once the ocean, since the sound and the tides in the vortex of Genesis. Interesting. I hadn't done that before, I guess. The start of all roads to discover Tribios' secret escape passage. Cool. What's this? Complete that Trailblaze mission. I said mission instead of mission. Wonderful English on my part. Yeah, there we go.
Mem.
I saw you were smiling when I got here. Ah, is it because it's your day off? Good. Got it won, didn't I? It's because I like these books. Right? I love reading with you too, Zana. Everything's so quiet. It's like time itself has stopped. It's so relaxing. Chasing epitaph teacher interest. Those flame chasing people, those forgotten stories as of written. Okay. Best scholar Anaxagoras. Okay. Before meeting death, the scholar already composed his own epitaph.
This person's name was seldom mentioned by others. Incomplete, just like his fate.
He would sweep his own grave at the beginning of every month of reaping, staring long and hard at his stained hands. Sweep his own grave. It sounds kind of weird, but okay. Hands that never seek the benediction of gods, accepting only the tricks and plots his brain presents.
Keep your distance from that blasphemous one, lest misfortune follows you like a shadow.
People warned each other thus before his lectern. In those rumors, the scholar's hubris looms foul and vile. He dares to proclaim ascendancy over gods and defy the Titan's will. But the one shouldering such slander pays little heed. His lonesome figure stands aloof, for he always believed that gods are no greater than mortal beings such as he. Grove of Epiphany, the paradise of the wise, yet harbors one shouldering the name of a fool. He calls himself a clear-headed teacher leading lost students, yet he rarely guides or teaches, apart from gifting a single saying. Yet for the rest of the student's life, that saying often proves to be more valuable than gold. Pupils often praise his words as divine utterances, to which the teacher replies with sharp retort. Apart from destiny, he seems able to decipher all laws. And now, even destiny may also be within his grasp. It was not so in the beginning, as he silently recalls the past under leafy shade.
Faced with a god's edict, even I cannot resist.
With no guidance given, he reaches enlightenment for the first time.
Yet, I sincerely believe this is not to be my destiny.
That became the cause of the blasphemy.
Miracles are the most conceited actions of gods. They are God's denial of humanity via might. Magic tricks are the most articulate rebuttal. They are humanity's imitation of godhood via intellect.
Interesting. He habitually describes the feats of mankind as magic tricks, proving that the enlightened can step beyond the boundaries of reason. But magic tricks cannot afford to fail, even after 1,000,000 times, and for that, the blasphemous co-conspires with the god. Of course, I thought that was... I was about to read that out and then I got distracted. Thanks, bot. Cool. Okay.
Mom!
Jen has something. Wow, is this the story of the new companion? That one who looks like a scholar of some kind. Looks like a pirate. Magical good. Boy. Looks like a pirate.
Ma'am!
Hey, don't judge based on appearance. And I just remembered, that one is a magician. On the topic of the Flame Church journey, he always seemed opposed, perhaps because he didn't believe in the prophecy. Everything in this world is false except me. Time for a quiz now. What do you think is the relationship between Anaxa and us? Guild buddies? Our generous.
Ma'am.
Are they that hostile to each other? I don't think it's that bad.
Ma'am.
Though the ideologies are completely different, when it comes to stubbornness, he is strikingly similar to the other heroes. Glaya even permits the Chrysophares to study under Anaxa. A good rival is a good friend. Everyone probably can agree on that, at least. Yeah, but we're different, though. We're the best partners when we work together. Cool. Is this how I can get into? Here we go. There. Okay. Using the final trick, they wish to create a miracle to end all miracles. There. That was the thing I wanted to read. I got distracted. Yay. Also, yay, 20 Stellar Jade. That would be 60 more at this point here. Okay. Ooh. 3 things. Garment maker, sword. Adoration, okay. I first thought that was a P. It was like apparition. What? No, adoration makes a lot more sense than apparition. Which... yeah. Curtain of swords and weave. Solo Lyre's sound flows along the streets.
Oh, my lover! Why does your mood change faster than the clouds above?
The audience's face is covered in sorrow.
Oh, how I wish she has clear eyes that are quick to anger and laughter, and dimples that crease in smiles and frowns.
For the maiden he longs for has a body of alabaster and fingers carved by scalpels. In her runs blood of gold and a heart woven from threads. She has neither eyes nor dimples, lacking even a face, for she is Aglaya's garment maker, merely a demigod's serf. Gilded Dressmaster, the executive of romance. How resplendent would her mansion be above the radiant dawning clouds. Nervously, the visitor opens the doors, like parting curtains at a theater. The one with golden thread in hand is revealed, standing betwixt figures of stone.
Lady Aglaya, I am Apollos' retainer, here for an outfit to take to my master.
Casts sideways glances as he bows, for the garment maker he adores is flanking her mistress, silent as a leaf accompanying a flower. Slender hands sculpted of ivory pull up the dress's train, as if with one breath alone the maiden will be revived.
The creation of love
and beauty indeed.
As the visitor thinks thus, his thoughts prickle the golden threads in the room.
If you wish to embrace such fantasies,
She declares thus on the other end of the golden thread.
you must beware of the scissors that can pierce through the chest.
In the ancient theater, there are thousands of plays, millions of shows, where even the god of romance was once an actor. The weaver below the stage savors the show for inspiration. The ostracized poet finally returned home, the adoring lovers separated by misfortune. The hero betrayed fires his deadly arrow into the traitor's heart. The thread known as romance is knit by all beings, by all love and hatred, beauty and sin, memories and prophecies. No, okay. All that occurs are clothing indeed. Look, the despondent servant buried his love. The dressmaster plucks it up, and into the garment maker's dress she weaves. The elegant garment makers once had beautiful faces, some as knights with swords, some as impassive priests. Put on pantomime after pantomime in the golden thread's light, till the stage shook in the storm, and the black tide tainted the dancers' skirts. She wiped clean their visages, and instilled armaments instead of silk.
Use the needle and thread as your sword.
She requests the servants who cannot answer. The garment makers are elegant still. They turn bloody and stained. Really? You butt. Going back in. So, wasn't done reading. The garment makers are elegant still. They turn bloody and stained slaughter into who lithe rondos. For only then can they still dress in new gowns. Only then can romance survive into the morrow. There. See you tomorrow. Separation, new journey, long dream, mother, Odyssey. No? Looks like multiple things, I guess? I don't know. You shall part with your friends, with your enemies, with others, and with yourself. Trivius, you have already smelled the fruit of fate. From now on, you shall be as a school of birds without feet, flying toward tomorrow without a moment of repose. Chrysos War's clamor rises and falls, and when the children reunite, only 3 of them remain.
We have heard of a Chrysos heir.
The lively child says. That person tears open the barricade of the black tide, aims at the sky, wanting to contain the core flame in a sheath.
There will always be warriors like me, who believe in and are willing to protect the tomorrow they prophesize.
But the crusading Chrysos heir never returns. The greedy ones then lift the crown with sharp blades, and by powers of lethality, they are one by one slain.
We remember a group of bards.
The taciturn child says. The bards compose songs for the children's prophecy, and along the corpus of the pillar of stone lay their footprints upon which ballads are carved.
Though we lack the might of swords and shields, we can take you to walk every part of this world.
Till many years later, when the bards all return to their subterranean eternal rest, the children sing the long, long songs, and alone they bear memories of humanity.
We miss us.
The exuberant child says. When they left their home, the passages blew the girl apart into countless turbulent puddles. carried to all corners of the world on the winds of destiny.
We will run towards the world's agony.
And the children cheer each other up. As the years pass and the sun and moon rise and fall, the children often hear sounds of their friends shattering. Farewell, farewell, farewell. The children who still walk the earth silently hide their retching sobs. Upon the hills of Akima once grew golden figs as far as the eye could see. The remaining children link their hands and decide to make this beautiful city the beginning of yet another journey. Children pull on the hem of the maiden's dress.
Please, listen to the prophecy we bring.
The maiden pulls on her silken threads, weaving in her heart the children's past into strings.
Chase the cool flames with me. I promise that...
The libations poured are guaranteed to bear fruit. The hot... Yeah, I knew that was happening, but... Sure, I guess I'll click next time. No, I'm not. More aeronautical. Dang it. Let's go back. Okay. Libations poured are guaranteed to bear fruit. The hot blood of the sacrificial lamb will not be spilled in vain. There you go. Okay, now, next act. The gentle mother silently dreams and brings to her child a scent from the west wind's shore. Then she quietly departs, and the only words her child hears is a prophecy of forlorn melancholy. The slumber of titans, the fragmented lullaby, the roar of the guards, all merge into a torrential black tide that carries the first demigod from the past to the future. And that was the beginning of this long dream. In this tiny room, she forged 20 years of her memories with time. Sometimes the child does not understand. Gates of worlds outside the window are so numerous, yet why can we not step within? And if one cannot leave the tower, what need is there to gaze into the distance via tomes? The mother smiles and does not answer, only using bedtime stories to once again gild another golden sheen of destiny, the amphorius of the child's dreams. Alas, the golden light of destiny cannot illuminate the shadows of power and greed. All it takes to rob the child of her only kin is a letter of dark conspiracy. The culprit thought the murder had no flaws, but was unaware that the lamb willingly stepped into the passage's dead end. Before the priest met her demise, the only thing her eyes contained was spite. Yet she leaves her final warmth and hope embroidered into those dolls, leaving them behind for her innocent love. Loneliness stakes nightmares into the child's sleep, and the child hugs those dolls tight.
At the very least, we will never leave each other, right?
Ornix softly sighs and carefully lifts the curtain of time, presenting a crystal given in libation to the brave, before the doll holding a blade. Titan loves this child born into sorrow, but has no power to erase impending tragedy in the morrow. Only can they dispel the evening wind of the palace, giving the child solace and sweet dreams.
Oh no.
Turn back, chosen one. The Titan's fading proclamation cannot pull back the string of the girl's destiny.
All shall bid farewell to one. And that person alone will witness the miracle.
In the holy city adorned with falling flowers, the children recall that prophecy beside their friend that has passed away. But the girl had already passed through thousands of crossroads and continues to sail toward tomorrow. Oh, for that bright spot beyond. Oh, for that bright spot beyond is the end of the west wind where flowers bloom in spring. Yay, finally. And one last one to go over now. The day the lion went on campaign. None may approach that battlefield, the lone army of Kremnos, an obstacle on the flame chase journey. He ordered his troops to stand aside. That was the first meeting between hero and prince. The two men fought for 10 nights unceasingly, till the combat drew to its end. Neither was able to score a single victory, and conceded not a single defeat. None know why this man's fate is always overshadowed by a single number decreed. Just like how none can ascertain how the flame-chasing heroes convinced this man. It was not mutual appreciation, nay, for in his memories 7 sentences were all his mother to him ever spake. Yet somehow that leader who weaves the golden threads recounted one of the 7 with ease. There is no right or wrong in the man's heart.
The lion has its own historian. And the history of the hunt should not be held by the hunter alone.
And thus he speaks little. Others once guessed he regards the holy city as his home, for he seeks a land to belong. As the first king to his people, it is the first gift to them he brings, but as per the rule with gifts, once given away, the gifter will never repossess this thing. The journey is long, yet none ever dares to anger the man. Wow. Not because of his unrestrained manners, but because every meal the heroes partook were all cooked by his peerless skill. One's sight serves falsehoods in the woods. He has relied on scent since young to distinguish guests and obtain gains. Yet there are always exceptions. The man's archenemy often puzzled why their food always borderline nauseating. He still recalls the day he entered the holy city. One who worships strife is bound to have rumors rife.
Even insects consume each other. And he's no less than the Mad King's kin.
It matters little, for the man who always considered himself an enemy to the world. He paves the roads that one day his peers would match his anger within. Yet, until the prophecy turned true, none in the holy city he ever did ruin. Thank you for actually letting me read that out that time. This flame chaser's path has been lit. Yippee. Cool. There's still so many of these. Still so much not here. I got something else to say. All these stories are really, really old, but I haven't had enough of them yet. Oh, that reminds me. I forgot to ask an important question. So, how old are you? I'm a newborn. As old as the world. I forgot. It doesn't matter. Let's go with I forgot. It doesn't matter.
Ma'am.
No way. How will I know what gift to get you? Can't you just make something up? But hey, I'm so happy that the moment I stepped into this world, I met you, Zio.
Ma'am!
This way, every moment of my life will be recorded by you, Zio. If you ever write a book about me, it'll be a thick one. But my past past is a crushing weight, shrouded in darkness. What is there for us to talk about if I already know everything? There's no way I could remember everything. There's no way I could remember everything. That would make me even happier. It means there are so many moments worth treasuring that you can't keep track of them all. That's fun. Nice. Yay. I'm curious what... Oh, I have all of her jumps. Okay. Cool. Aha. Thought I saw a chest over here.
Oh.
Okay. I was expecting to hear more out of her, to not just, oh. I'm just looking around at the ceiling is more what I'm trying to do. There we go. Okay. Alright, cool. I mean, I'm sure there's... Yeah, there's some Amphorius quests, but... that can wait. Okay. Alright, it's been fun. But... my throat's ready for me to have stopped a while ago. Like, honestly, my throat is kind of wishing that I'd stopped quite a while ago, to be truthful. But I hope... Oh, that was lovely. Let's see, who can I raid? That would probably be a good idea. You know what? Sure, this person seems like they could be fun. And maybe. Or maybe not. Actually, let's go to... sure. Yeah. Okay. But I suppose I should probably switch scenes. But everyone who turned in has had a wonderful whole day. And thanks for tuning in. Well. Yeah. Goodbye.